Okay, 7 reasons why you can't transform. And if you can't transform, you can't compete. So, first reason, your board and your C-suite either don't care or don't understand technical debt and productivity debt. And for me, this is unforgivable because there's actually been a lot written about it and really solid studies on it. And it's strangling organizations, both technical debt and productivity debt, strangling organizations. How do you move forward in under those circumstances? Second reason, you can't transform. None of your top leaders understand how and why to apply the second law of thermodynamics to your organization and why that matters. And this is forgivable because as a market, we're not really talking about this very much. And I'm the last person to be talking about thermodynamics, but I love this one. And that is a closed system cannot take on new energy. New programs, new change agents can't take that on. And when that closed organization that can't take on new energy, what happens is entropy, or for us non-sciencey people, chaos, disorganization, that ensues and it scales. So it only ever gets worse. And I think this is a really important science law that we should be applying to organizations because it's also strangling organizations. Third reason why you can't transform. Boards and C-suites haven't asked for a transformation plan. You know, the board can do it together with the CEO can do it. The CEO can ask functional area leaders to develop their own plans and then they can all discuss it. But for the most part, this work isn't happening at organizations that are stuck. It's surely happened at the ones that are having some success in transformation. Fourth reason you can't transform. Functional area leaders aren't proactive in developing their own plans. So what's HR doing? What's marketing doing? What's success doing from a transformation perspective? But there are a couple of reasons why they're not doing this. One is it's not a prioritized key initiative from the C-suite or board, and it's hard to get work done, material work done, when you got a whole bunch of initiatives that you have to deliver against, and that's not one of them. They're also drowning in legacy. I could go on for days about that, but also a hard situation to be in. And then finally, for functional area leaders, they are part and parcel of the whole second law of thermodynamics issue. They're part and parcel of that. And it's just really hard to change that as an individual. Fifth reason why your organization can't transform. So for many years, we've been talking about the CIO as kind of the leader. I'm not sure the CIOs volunteered that, but the CIO kind of in transformation thought leader ecosystem has certainly had them at the fore, largely because when we first started talking about transformation, we talked about digital infrastructure. But we haven't seen a whole lot of progress there. And several years ago, 3-4 years ago, Forrester did research and told us that CIOs had 87% of their budget tied up in just keeping the lights on. So what was the other 13% going for? Like maybe some modernization or a little innovation, certainly not enough resource to kind of help their functional area peers with the digital infrastructure that they needed, and no dig to CIOs there. I mean, just really untenable situation. And if it's improved even in the last couple of years to 75% of their budget is just going towards keeping the lights on, like that's still pathetic. And we need to kind of band together and help CIOs in particular get more resource for modernization. Sixth reason, HR and F&A, they have neither the agency nor the C-suite direction to design for the future of work, unleashed from the legacy structures of yore. So they have material value to add to organizations, but they're also still cobbling together a future in an imperfect infrastructure using structures that were used a decade ago. And we can't hire for the future, which brings me to my next point, which is recruitment is broken. We can't hire for future roles if the way we're hiring people has requirements for 10 years of experience in this brand new future role. Like that doesn't work. And there's a whole lot of other things that are really broken about the recruitment system. And if you want to know, go audit your recruitment system. So we're not getting the right people in to our closed organizations, and a lot of it needs a look at. So there's no one way out of this, but if we all work better together, we can get there. I think we're certainly better than kind of the current suboptimal state we're in, aren't we?